Have you ever felt lost in your business and just completely beaten down with challenges? You can't hire enough people quick enough. You can't get enough work. You feel like you don't have enough money. All these things. You feel just strained in the lawn and landscape industry, especially. Well, if so, this is the video for you. We're going to talk through those things and we're going to talk about what it ultimately leads to at the end of this. And it's a really good message for you to know. But before we do that, I'm Jacob Godar. I own a landscape company in Florida and in Illinois. We also have the coaching business GROW Comm, and all of what we're doing right now is just about sharing information with people so they can go farther in business, get better quicker, and avoid some of those obstacles. So if this information is helpful to you at all, make sure you like and subscribe. I know it will be, because these are the things I wish I knew when I started out, especially about this topic we're talking about today, where it's all about the challenge of business. Number one, to overcome this, what you're going to have to be able to do in your business is be able to put your head down and just be able to focus on working hard and grinding it out, because you're not the only person. I hope it makes you feel better. It doesn't offer that much comfort, but everybody has this, every level. You're not the only one struggling in your business. The biggest of the big, the littlest of the little, they all struggle with the stress, with the challenge of that next thing, that next problem that comes up, that next struggle that they feel like they won't be able to overcome, that bill that you feel like you're never going to be able to pay, that employee that walked away, or the employees you feel like you can't find. We all have these challenges. We all have some variety of this, some money scarcity, some employee thing, some sales thing. Everyone has that. That is part of being able to knuckle down on it and work hard and focus and fight through these things and find solutions, because ultimately, as a business owner, you're paid by solving problems, and all these challenges are just problems along the way. So you're going to get paid more and more and more money for the more complex challenges you're able to overcome in your business and solve for your clients. Now, second with that is you want to not have the same problems all the time. You want to always be having new problems. If you see yourself facing the same problem all the time, a lot of times that's because there is no growth. If you're in a business and you don't grow, you are going to always be showing up and seeing the exact same thing. Given that I know employees could continue being a challenge to get enough as you start scaling up, and that could be something that remains because you got to pull in a lot of people, but it should be like, the new problem is I don't need 2 people, I need 10 people. The new problem is I don't need 10 people, I need 20 people. The new problem is I don't need 20, I need 100. They are always going to be changing, and that's an indication. New challenges changing and evolving are an indication of you heading in the right direction through all this stress and all this pain that you're going through, because you're carrying a big load signing up to be a business owner. This isn't for everyone. This isn't easy. It's not, this is a challenge. Based on the challenges that you can overcome, that's truly going to define the opportunity that you will receive. Now, with all of this, though, and I promised that at the end of this, I would share with you what comes from all of this, and it's been alluded to already, is major progress. If you're able to take these things on and not just become fearful of them and shy away from them, if you're able to take the challenges on and not start doing what people do, like people start telling stories. I've been seeing it there's a couple people in my comments that say, you can't make money mowing, or especially you can't make money in Florida, or you can't find good people to work. You get really challenged because you live in a world where that's the scenario. You don't charge enough, you don't make enough. The story becomes you can't make money doing said thing. You don't have the right processes and the right culture, or whatever it is that's causing it, and you try to hire and you can never get people, and all of a sudden you're living in a world where you can't hire. So these become the realistic stories in your life, and then it keeps you from making progress, versus realizing any business you're in, you can, if there was a business that did it and did well at it, then it can be done, right? I've got a friend that's right up the road that they've got 130 employees here in Florida, and they do multi millions of dollars, 50, 60 million dollars in sales. And that shows that things can be built. They are profitable. You can be profitable, but they've wrote the story in that direction. And it's so easy to not make progress because we get stuck in poor stories and poor kind of head trash, and really you get what you put in. Just like It's one of the most humbling lessons. When I get frustrated with employees, a lot of times I'm like, hey, just this act of me putting out this frustration and talking about these situations I'm pissed off about, I am speaking it into existence for those people versus me saying, hey, you're great, you're good, and let's work towards these good things and constantly pumping up and pushing them in the right direction or moving them out if they're truly not going to work in the company. All of this, if you can keep away from the bad stories, you can do the hard work to overcome these things. You can continue building new challenges and putting yourself in a situation where the things are going up, so there's new challenges, new problems. You are going to see massive progress in your business. And that's why at the very beginning, if you're seeing all these struggles and all these challenges, know you're doing exactly what you're supposed to be doing. If this was easy, everybody would do it, but it's not. Just like if it was easy to be in shape, everyone would be ripped with a six-pack abs, but it's not. And some people don't have the audacity and the mental fortitude to do what you're doing, to keep going and to keep pushing forward and to stay consistent. Most people can't be consistent with anything. That's why they can't keep a job, let alone run a business and be successful. So no, if you're facing adversities in your business, you're seeing challenges in your business, you're right where you should be because you're in business and that's what it's about. Solve those problems, fix those problems, work hard, look for the new challenges, make a ton of progress. If you like this video at all, which I don't know how you couldn't, you've made a lot of progress just listening to this and working on the mind, which is one of the key aspects of you being successful. Like, subscribe, and share this with somebody else. Share this with a friend of yours that was saying the same old story about you can't make money, you can't hire employees, you can't. Share this with them so they can also get headed in the right direction. Hope everybody's doing well. Talk to you soon.